Hello everyone, hello my students. So today I'm going to explain to you the tense simple past tense. Okay, I'm going to explain the simple past tense, and we are going to cover all the things that are related to simple past. We're gonna cover some expressions, the use of simple past, the forms like an affirmative, negative, and question form, etc. Okay, then we are going to do some exercises together. Okay, so let's start. Okay, explain simple past. First of all, what the thing that we have to know, okay, first of all, we have to know simple past. Okay, we're gonna start by time expressions. What I mean time expressions means that what are the expressions that refer to the simple past. Okay, so for example, we're gonna use last, and with this expression, we can say last week, last night, last Saturday, last night, etc. Okay, all these are time expressions. Or we can say last new year, you can say last summer, last weekend, okay, last Friday, last August, last year, last month, etc. Okay, then we can say last week, last September, last night, last year, last Monday, last weekend, last month. Okay, so these time expressions are referring to the simple past. Okay, so these time expressions are referring to the simple past. Then we can use ago. Okay, we can use this expression ago. For example, we can say 2 hours ago. We can 10 minutes ago, 5 years ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 days ago, a minute ago, half an hour ago, or 30 minutes ago, which means that also are time expressions that refer to simple past. Is this clear? So then we can move. For example, we have another time expressions. We have yesterday or the other day. Okay, you can say I met my friend yesterday. Okay, or you can say also I studied yesterday. You can say I studied yesterday morning or yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening, at midnight. Okay, at midnight yesterday. Okay, means that these time expressions are referring to the simple past. So here we have some examples. Okay, we have some examples, sentences, and the time expressions that refer to simple past. We can say they got up late yesterday morning. They got up late yesterday morning. Or we can say yesterday it rained a lot. Yesterday it rained a lot. Okay, if you notice here, we conjugate this verb in simple past. They got up means that the verb in infinitive they get up. We can say it rained means that the verb rain. Okay, then we have I watched a really nice film on the net. I watched a really nice film on the net last night. Last night. We can say also we went to our friend's wedding ceremony last Sunday. We went to our friend's wedding ceremony last Sunday. We have last Sunday. Then she called me an hour ago. She called me an hour ago. Okay, so then we came across the other day. We came across the other day. Then we have 40 years ago. 40 years ago, people didn't use mobile phones. People they didn't use mobile phone. Rock music rock music was very popular in the 18th centuries. Okay, in the 80s, exactly. I played football every weekend. I played football every weekend when I was at the university. When I was at university. While she was sleeping, her sister ate all the cookies. Okay. And the last example, his wife and son were playing a word game as he came home. So when we have, as you notice here, we have yesterday morning, we have yesterday, we have last night, last Sunday, an hour ago, in the other day, 4 years ago, etc. are time expressions that refer to the simple past. Means that whenever you cover these time expressions, you have to conjugate the verb in simple past. Okay. Then another thing that we should know, the use. Okay, when we are going to use simple past tense. When? So we can use the simple past tense for actions that started and finished in the past. Okay, actions that started and finished in the past. Okay, something that we already did in the past. Okay, so we did it, we started and finished it like yesterday or something like that. Some actions that started and finished in the past, we can say finished actions in the past. For example, we have I didn't go to the beach last Sunday. I didn't go to the beach last Sunday. Or we can use also for simple past for actions that happened one after the other in the past, which means that like a series of actions that we did yesterday. For example, yesterday I went to school, then I played football with my friend, then I took a shower, etc. It means that you did many actions yesterday. Okay, you can see a series of actions that we did last yesterday or last week or last month, etc. Okay, for example, we have I went into disco and I saw my favorite girl. Then I asked her to dance, etc. Okay, so this is what many actions that you did yesterday, etc. So then we're gonna move to another things. The most important that we have in simple past is to understand that we have two kind of verb. Okay, two kind of verbs. We have regular verb and we have irregular verb. And I'm going to explain what does mean regular verb and what does mean irregular verbs. Okay, so when we have the affirmative form, okay, when we have affirmative form and negative. For example, we can say, as you notice here, all the verb take ed at the end of the verb. Okay, we have studied, we have played, we have rained, we have wanted, etc. Okay, but the verb that we have here, okay, like start here, we have went, okay, and we have ate, and we have wrote are irregular verb. These verbs that take ed or d are regular, okay, are regular. The other verbs are irregular. Okay, so in affirmative form, we can say I went. I went means that the verb go in the past. Okay, I went yesterday to school. Okay, verb go in the past. Then we have he studied. Okay, he studied. Okay, so in negative form, can say he didn't study. He didn't study. Means here we are going to put didn't in negative form and we're gonna keep the verb in infinitive. I didn't go. He didn't study. Okay. Then we have she played. She played. She didn't play. So in affirmative form, we can say she played, but in negative, you can say she didn't play. Then, sorry. So then we can say it rained. It rained. So it didn't rain. We ate, we didn't eat. Okay, you wrote, you didn't write, and they wanted, they didn't want. Okay, this verb like went and ate and wrote are irregular verb, and I'm going to explain also what does mean irregular verbs. Okay, so then we're gonna move here. I have a list. So I have a list of different verbs, which means that the two kind of verbs, regular verbs and irregular verbs. As I told you, regular verbs are the verb that gonna take ed at the end of this verb. But irregular verbs, the form change completely from the infinite to the simple past. For example, we have work, okay, worked, study, studied, cry, cried, okay, walk, walked, ask, so asked, answer, answered, liked, loved, hated. Okay, it means that all the verbs that you cover here are regular, okay, so are regular. But the other verbs here, we have irregular verbs. We have do, did, go, went, have, had, come, came, get, got, let. We have eat, ate, drink, drank, sleep, slept, okay, take, took, tell, told, okay. These verbs are irregular, okay. As you notice here, the form of this verb changed completely, okay. So the form of this verb changed completely means that you have to learn them by heart, okay. You have to learn them. You have to learn these verb by heart so as to memorize them, okay. So other verbs we are going to adjust ed or d or ied. It depends on the verb, okay. So then here so we have, first of all, we have to know what does mean the verb to be in the past and how we're gonna conjugate verb to be in the past. It's so easy. In the present and the past. In the present, you can say just am or is or are. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, they are. But in the past, the verb to be in the past, you can say I was, okay? So you were, he was, she was, it was, we were, you were, they were, okay? Then we have another thing. Okay, so here we have simple past or past simple regular verbs. Right now I'm going to explain how to add d in regular verbs. Okay, how we're gonna add d or ed or ied to the regular verbs. Here, okay, we have regular verbs. We form the past simple of regular verbs by adding the suffix ed to the infinitive. Means that we're gonna add ed to the suffix to the infinitive so as to form the simple past of regular verbs. For example, we have yesterday I worked in the evening. We have the verb work here and we add ed to this verb. Okay, yesterday I worked in the evening. So the spelling rules for the past, okay, means that we're gonna cover a lot of things that are related to to how we're gonna add d to the regular verbs. So we have when we have verb, okay, when we have means that most of the verb in infinitive take ed. Okay, like want, wanted, we add ed. We have liked. Here we are just d. Why? Because we have verbs and with in ed. Then we have played. We add ed here. Okay, so we have some verbs. Okay, all the verbs means that ending in e, we're gonna add d. Okay, most of the verbs that ending in e, we're gonna add d. For example, we have arrived. Okay, we adjust d. Then we have hated. Okay, we adjust d because the verb end with e. Then we have loved. Okay, so we adjust just d. Then sometimes you're gonna find some verb that's end with consonant and y. Consonant and y. Okay. For example, we have the verb tried. What do you notice here? We remove y and we add ied. Okay, we remove y and we add ied. Try. Then sometimes you're gonna find some verb that end with what? CVC. What does mean CVC? Which means that consonant, vowel, consonant. Okay, some verbs end with consonant, vowel, and consonant. When we have this verb like plan, okay, plan, which means that it ends with L, is a consonant, A is a vowel, and N is a consonant. When we have verbs that ending like that, we are going to double the consonant, okay, the last consonant, and we add ed. Okay, so plan. So we double n, okay, and we add ed. For example, also we have stopped. Okay, stopped. We have t is a vowel, o is a consonant, p is a vowel. We double the consonant and we add ed. Then we have okay, this is the exception verb that we get, which means that some verbs we're gonna add d, some verb we're gonna add ed, and some verb we're gonna add ied. Also, we have, okay, so here we have the quick exercise. Okay, so fill the gaps with the right form of the verb in brackets. Okay, fill the gaps with the right form of the verbs in brackets. We have they visit their grandma last Monday. What are you going to say here? So we have they visit. Visit is a regular verb. Means that we're gonna, and we have last Monday. Last Monday means that we're going to say they visited. They visited their grandma last Monday. Then number 2, we have I studied for the exam last weekend. We have the verb study and we have last weekend, a time expression that refer to the simple past. Here we are gonna write I studied. We remove y and we add ied. So at the age of 23, she finished university. So we have she finished. Okay, she finished university. I live then when I was child, okay, when I was child, you can say I lived, okay, we're gonna add the D. Peter not called me yesterday. Peter did not call me yesterday. Okay, this is what we have not called. Okay, it means that we are going to put the negative form. We are going to put didn't plus the verb in infinitive. So Peter did not call me yesterday. So we love the film. We love the film, and we have also shall we? not invite us to her birthday party. So you can say Shirley didn't invite us. Okay, she didn't invite us. Then we have number 8, the children listen to the tale carefully. So we can say listened. Okay, the children listened to the tale carefully. 9, we walked to work this morning. And 9, we can say we walked to the work this morning. Okay, this is how we are going to conjugate verbs, the regular verbs in simple past. Okay, so next thing that we have for negative sentences. When we have a sentence in negative in simple past, how are we gonna form a sentence in negative in simple past? As we have just seen, we form by adding what? Did not or didn't. Okay, either you can put did not or didn't plus, okay, plus the verb in infinitive. We can say the base form, which means that the verb in infinitive. We are not going to add anything to the verb. We're gonna keep it in infinitive. No d, no ied, nothing. For example, we can say I went to work yesterday. This is what? This is an affirmative sentence. I went to work yesterday. So then we're gonna write, you can say, I didn't go to work yesterday. This is that we transform this sentence to the negative. You can say, I didn't go yesterday to work yesterday. It means we're gonna put didn't and go, the verb in infinitive, plus the rest of the sentence and the time expression yesterday. I didn't go to work yesterday. Okay, so this is the negative form. So a negative form. However, in question form, how we gonna form a sentence in simple past in question form? We are going to do what? So we are going to put first did. Okay, this is the first one. We're gonna put did plus the subject I or he or she or it or we, you and they, plus the verbs in infinitive. We can say, did he play football yesterday? Did he work yesterday? Did she sleep last night? Okay, means we are going to put did plus the subject, okay, plus the verb in infinitive plus question mark. Good. For example, we can say this is the yes or no question. Okay, for example, we have different questions here. Okay, we have, for example, did you like the film? You can say, yes, I did. Or can say, no, I didn't like the film. Okay, so did she study biology at university? Yes. Okay, she did. Or no, she didn't. Sorry, I forget she here. Okay, yes, she did. Or no, she didn't. Did I tell you about my last summer holiday? Yes, you did. We can say, no, you didn't. Did he play the guitar at the concert? Yes, he did. Or no, he didn't. Okay, did it rain a lot last winter? Yes, it did. We can say, no, it didn't. Did they go to the party last Saturday? Yes, they did. Or no, they didn't. This is simple, the simple past in question form, and these are short answers. You can say yes or no questions. Okay, good. This is the thing we cover affirmative things, negative, and we cover questions, how we make questions. Sometimes we're gonna use WH question. Okay, WH question. You know what I mean? WH questions are these. Okay, you can say what, or when, or where, which, what time, why, how old, okay, how long, how much, etc. Sometimes we're gonna use them, okay, before did. Okay, you can say, what did you do yesterday? Okay, you can say, where did you go yesterday? If you want to ask about place or something like that. Okay, when did you go to the party yesterday? If you want to ask about time, etc. So sometimes we use WH questions with the verb, okay, with the in question form in simple past. For example, we can say, what did he, okay, what did he do yesterday, or something like that. For example, we have here many questions and we have possible answers. We can say, What did you watch on TV last night? Okay, I watched a documentary. Okay, so where did they go? Okay, they went to the park. Okay, they went to the park means that in answers we are going to conjugate the verb. Okay, where did they go? So they went to the park. How did she play the game? She played really well. Okay, when we have here did means that this question in the simple past means the answer is gonna be in simple past. How did she play the game? She played really well. When did they get up Saturday? Yes, he got up at 9. Why did we buy this rusty car? So because we didn't have so much money. We have question with why. The answer is gonna be with because we didn't have so much money. Which language did you learn at school? I learned German when I was at school. I learned German when I was at school. Then we have how much did you pay for it? Okay, I paid $200 for it. Okay, how long did it take to get to the town center? It took 15 minutes. Okay, is this clear? So this is how we are going to make question with WH, okay, questions in simple past. Okay, we put WH question first, like we have just seen here. These expressions. Okay, plus did plus the subject plus the verb in infinitive plus question mark. Good. So then we have here simple past with irregular verbs. I made here just some examples of some verbs, some irregular verbs. Like we have the verb to be in infinitive. The simple past of verb be is was, but the past participle was or were. Okay, and the past participle been. To become, became, become. Okay, break, to break, broke, broken. To catch, caught, caught. To eat, ate, eaten. Speak, spoke, spoken. Drive, drove, driven. To come, came, come. To write, wrote, written. To find, found, found. To buy, bought, and to keep, kept, kept. Okay, just an example of irregular verbs. So it means that we have a lot of irregular verbs, and I'm going to give you a list of irregular verbs, but you have to learn them by heart. Okay, you have to learn them by heart, especially past participle, because you are going to need the past participle in a lot of English tenses, like present perfect, like past perfect, like future perfect, etc. We are going to use past participle in a lot of tenses in English. So the thing that we still have, okay, we still have here an exercise, okay. We will do this exercise, and then I will give you the correction in the things. We have your brother and Jax. We have like, okay, and we have what the question with like, and we have question mark. Means that here when we have question, so what do you think that we did when we have question mark? So we are going to put did, okay, plus the subject means that brother, plus the verb in infinitive. So we have yes, he, okay, and then we are going to write the answer. So we have number 2, you finish your meal. You finish your meal. Another question, okay? So another question form, okay? What do you think that we do in the question form? We put did plus the subject plus the verb in infinitive. So no, I, okay, then what did, okay, she tell you about, okay, something like that. She, okay, we are going to put what? We are going to conjugate the verb tell here, okay? Tell, okay, what is the past of the verb tell? Is told. She told me about her last holiday. So how much did you pay for that book? Okay, so we are going to put it did plus the subject you and the verb in infinitive. Yeah. So and then we are going to pay. We are going to put what? We are going to conjugate the verb pay here. Okay, I paid. The past of the verb pay is paid $10. Okay, or euro, I think. Yeah. Where? Okay, be your last night. Okay, so where? Okay, then we are going to conjugate the verb. Okay, so this exercise, okay, I have here the correction of this exercise. Okay, so we have the first one. Did your brother like Jack's sister? Did your brother like your sister? We have yes, he did. Okay, yes, he did. Then we have number 2. Did you finish your meal? Yeah, no, I didn't. Okay, no, I didn't. We have no means that the question gonna be in negative form. No, I didn't finish my meal. 3. What did she tell me? What did she tell you? Okay, what did she tell you? So the answer is gonna be told. She told me about her last holiday. We have the verb tell, so we're gonna conjugate tell with told. 4. How much did you pay for that book? How much did you pay for that book? We can say I paid £10. Okay, I paid £10. 5. Where were you last night? Where were you last night? Here we have the verb to be. Where were you last night? You can say I was at home. Okay, I was at home. Okay, this is the thing that I want to explain in this video about simple past. So we cover a lot of the forms of simple past: affirmative, negative, and the question form. Okay, in affirmative, we have to pay attention when we have regular and irregular verb. Okay, so we have irregular verbs. Okay, they change completely. You must learn them by heart. But regular verbs, okay, regular verbs, we have sometimes you're gonna add d for the verb that end in e, and sometimes we're gonna add ed, okay, for the verb that end with consonant and y, and sometimes we're gonna add ed for the so, which means that the other verbs we are going to put ed. Okay, irregular verbs, you must learn them by heart. When we have negative form, we put didn't plus the verb in infinitive. I didn't play yesterday, we didn't play yesterday, etc. But when we have question form, we are going to put did plus the subject plus the verb in infinitive plus question mark. Did you finish your meal? Did you study hard yesterday? Okay, did you do your homework last week, etc. Okay, so this is the thing that I want to explain in this video. Okay, then I will give you the thing that you have to write in your copybook, part listen. Thank you so much.